Hello, everybody. Welcome to this session about RegEx. My name is Aline and I'm consultant for the Information Lab. So today is about regular expression. So I will start by explaining what RegEx is, and then we will do some exercises together. Please open the two workflow you should have received. If you have a question, drop it into the Q&A chat, and I will answer it. And for your information, this session is recorded. So today I will explain quickly what is RegEx, the language, and the RegEx tool in Alteryx, and then we will have 4 small exercises and then a big one that we will do together. So what is RegEx? So it means regular expression. So it's a language used to match patterns within strings. So it's a powerful way to manipulate and clean the text, which can be really messy, but you can retrieve information for it. So you will have more control over your string data types. Good point, it's universal, so you can use it in Alteryx, Tableau, and in all main programming languages. Maybe you already know this language and you didn't know that you can use it in Alteryx as well. So it's really useful for extracting, change the structure, do web scraping, cleaning, and formatting your dataset. But there is some limitation. So yes, it can be really slow and also memory intensive, and it can take time to practice, to learn and use it like any other languages. So let's continue with the whoop. So this you should have received also this sheet. So in the RegEx language, you have the qualifiers. So it's, for example, the dot is the wildcard. So it's anything, any single character. Then you have the W, it's alphanumeric, and the D is digit, S for space. You have also the quantifiers. So plus means 1 or more, and the asterisk is 0 or more. So we will see example with this. And we have the others, like the OR operator, the start and the end encore. You can keep this sheet open. For me, I'm still using it when I do regex in Alteryx. So because yes, I always forget what should I use sometimes. So what look like the regex tool in Alteryx? So it's in the, we will see it's the parse, in the parse categoric tool. So in the configuration box, first you need to choose which column you want to parse. Then in the red zone, format to convert, in fact there in the regular expression, you will write the regex syntax that will match against your string data. And in the output, in the bottom, then you select the method you want to apply your regex statement. So there is 4 methods that you can apply. So the first one is the replace. So with this one, it will replace everything that match your regex statement. The second is the tokenize. This one, I really like it. It's like, yes, it's a glorified split to column. So yes, you have this tool in Alteryx, split to column, and you use a delimiter. So it's quite similar, but then you have more option. In fact, you use regex to split or split to row your field. The third one is the parse. So with this one, you extract exactly what you want, not everything. And the last one is the match. So if it's matched, it will be true. If it doesn't match, it will be false. All right, so let's start with the match. So with this one, it will return true or false based if the entire string match the expression. So for example, we have here the London space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we will use the /w plus, so that means any alpha, one or more alphanumeric. Then /s means the space. Then one or more numeric digit. So in fact, it will return true because it completely matches this regex statement. So that's for the first method, the match. Then the second one is the parse. So in fact, this one, it will find the first instance of the expression in brackets in the text and return that in a new field. So it extracts exactly what you put in the brackets. Of course, you can use multiple set of brackets to return multiple results in a new field. And with this method, it's like at the bottom, we will see it's like a select tool. So you can name the output column and change the data type. So for example, here we have London, same space 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5. And then we want only to return the digits. So we just put the /digit plus in brackets. And we have a column with these numbers. So, for example, if you have a column with the address, so you have, I don't know, Archimedesstraat 20 / the postal code Amsterdam, for example, you want to retrieve only the postal code or maybe only the house number, then you can use this parse method. And then you have the tokenize. So yes, it's like, as my colleague said, it's like a text to columns on steroids. So you will find, Alteryx will find each instance of the expression and return it in either a new file or new row. So you can choose, and then it will split either in columns or in rows your field. So here we still have London space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the regex statement is the /digit. So in fact, you will have a new column for each digit. All right. The next, the last method is the replace. So the tool, it will find all instances which match the expression and replace all of them with the specified text. So if the replacement text is blank, then it will replace the expression with nothing. So it's really useful when you need to clean messy parts of a string. So in this example, we have London space and then the digit. And here in our regex expression is a /d, so for digit. Then the output method is replace, and the replacement text is the bar. And then you see in the result, we have London and then the bars. All right. So before, because I have divided the exercises in two. So first, we have a little warm-up with four small exercises. And then we have, a more complete exercise when we have to clean an HTML dataset. So I will start first with the small one, and then I will explain the HTML part. So if you don't have any question, please open the starting workflow 1, and we can work on it together. And if you have question, I will have a look now. All right, so let's start with the starting workflow 1 with the first exercise. So in the first one, you see that you have, one column with the desired result, and then the text column. And for the 4 exercises, we will work only with the match method, just to practice a bit. So in the first one, we want to match all 3 rows with one expression. So I need to find a regex statement that will match all of the rows. So in my regex tool here, I have my column to parse is the text. It's easy because we have only one. Then the output method is the match. And we need to find a regular expression that match every row. Okay, so I see that in fact, every row starts with EBC. So I think we can start with ABC here. And then we can say that we need to match at least the null or more alphanumeric. So I can click on the plus here, and I can add here. You have a lot of regex expression. It's not all, but most of them are there. So here after ABC, I want to match any single character after. So I click on any single character, and 0 or more, because I see that in the last row I have only ABC, so I have no single character after. So I need to choose the asterisk instead of the 1 or more, so the +1. So I will select the asterisk, sorry. Okay, so ABC dot asterisk. So I can also put this in the chat if you want. Where is the chat? Up. Okay, like this, and then I will run it, and we will see the result. So it match. If I have put the plus, then you see the last one doesn't match, because after ABC, I have nothing. So with the plus, in fact, it's at least 1 or more character. So that's for the first one. The second one is this colon. In fact, we need to write a pattern to match all digits in the data. So in fact, here we have 1, 2, 3 in the middle, and then we need to find something to match the beginning and the end for every rows. So I will just give you 1 minute to think about it. So to match everything before the 1, 2, 3, I will put a dot, so any single character, and I will choose the plus. No, the asterisk, because it can be 0 or more, so I choose the asterisk here. Then I type the 1, 2, 3, and again, after I need to match any single character, everything. So the dot with the Alteryx, 0 or more. Okay, I can copy paste that and put that in the chat. Okay, and then let's run it. Then it works. True. All right. So the next exercise, in fact, we need to write an expression that match the first 3 rows and not the last one. And in fact, we can see, whoop, I want to zoom in, whoop, like this. So we need to match everything except the last. And we see that for the first 3, we have a dot at the end, and not for the last one. So we need to write something to match, yes, an expression before the dot, and then the dot. Any idea? So in fact, we need to match anything before the dot and then the dot. So normally it shouldn't match the last row. So it will be, I click on the plus, any single character, one or more. Then you have the escape special character here, the slash, and then the dot. Okay, let's run it to see if it works. Yes. Yes, in fact, there is no dot at the end of the last row, so that, yes, it's false, that doesn't match. I can also put this one in the chat if you want to follow. Okay, I hope I'm not going too fast. Let me know if you if I need to re-explain. The last yes exercise is yes, you need to use quantifiers in our expression to match the desired result. So the first, so there is 4 rows. So the first 3 should be true and the last one should be false. And in fact, using quantifiers means using the plus. So we have A, B, C in the first, yes, in the first 2. Third, we have A and C, and the last one is A. So we need to use either plus or Alteryx, asterisk, sorry. Okay, so let's start with the A. In fact, each row has an A, so it will be A plus. Then for the B, yes, we have the B in the first and the second row, but not in the third row, but it has to be true and not in the last row, and it has to be false. So the B, in fact, will be 0 or more, so with an asterisk. Then in the last one is the C. Let me check. So we have this one C. Yes, we have C for the first 3 and not for the last one. So to be able to match it, we need to add a C plus. Like this, it won't match the last row as expected. Let me copy paste this. Let's run it to see if it works. Yes. So you see A plus, we match all of the A. Then B, asterisk, we match the B if there is at least one B or not because of the asterisk, and then the C plus, so 1 or more C, and then it match. For the last one, it doesn't work because yes, we have A, B, it should, yes, we don't have a B, but we have an Alteryx, so it should work. But as we put C plus, we should have at least one C, so it doesn't match for this one. I will copy paste it into the chat. All right. Okay, so it was just a warm-up with the match. So now, let me know if you have any question, and I will explain the big exercise with the HTML workflow. So let's continue, if you don't have any question, with the next exercise. So here we will see how to parse an HTML table by using regular expression in Alteryx. So let me explain the topic. So on the Alteryx website, I don't know if you are aware, but there is weekly challenges. So it's a great way to learn. Honestly, I've learned a lot with that. So each week you have a new challenge and you have some level of difficulty, you have different subjects, and then you can practice and try to solve it. So in fact, we have received the HTML file which contains this table. And then what we want to do is to parse it, to parse that HTML and turn it into something usable in Alteryx with a regular expression. So the data source is this. The HTML structure look like this. So in fact, we will need to it's free because normally I have color here. Okay, so we have the whole body, and then we have to divide this into row first. Here it's already the case, and then we have to divide it into column. So you have the TD and then the /TD. So we need to create a column for each. You see, you have challenge name. So we have, and then the number. We have the level of difficulty. Yeah, that doesn't match the screen. I will show you in Alteryx. But then we have to retrieve the level of difficulty, the main subject, the name of the challenge, and also the URL. So let's go in Alteryx. It will be more easy. So normally you should have this, you should have received this workflow, starting workflow 2. Let me show you with a browse tool what it looks like. Okay. So you see, first, yes, we need to create a row. And then we will create a column. So but first, the first part here is to create a row. So we don't need the T body here. In fact, each new row will start with the this symbol less than sign, TR, and then we'll end with this one, less than sign, and then /TR, then greater than. So we need to use the tokenize and then to split to row. So each time we'll see this RegEx statement, then it will create a new row. All right. So let's start with the first RegEx tool here, the parse RegEx here. Up. So the column we want to parse. Yes, first I need to connect, of course. So I want to parse the weekly challenge. In fact, we have only one cell, so that's easy. And we need to tokenize. It's like to not split to column, but first we need to create rows. So split to rows. And then our statement will start with less than sign and then TR. Here. And then I want to have everything between this expression. So it will be anything, so the dot, then the asterisk, yes, and then the question mark. Then I need to close it. So it will be the greater than sign. And then take everything between, after. So again, the dot, the asterisk, and then the question mark. All right. Then the end of the row will be less than, yes, this one, then the escape, the slash, and then tr. No, not this one, sorry, this slash. Okay, tr, and then this slide. Okay, I will try with this. Okay. And then you see now we have split it into rows. And you see what we have done here. So we have the sign, first sign, then tr, then everything in between until here. Then everything between this. So from here, yes, I cannot select. And then you have the last tag is this sign slash tr, and then the greater than sign. So I will copy paste it into the chat. Okay. So we have the row now. So we need to divide this column into multiple columns. So you see you have the number here we need to extract. Then you have the href with the URL. Then you have the name of the challenge, the level, and the main subject. And each time we have the this tag td. So we need to use this td to split this column into multiple columns. So we will use a Tokenize parsing tool again, but with the split to column instead of split to row. So I drag the RegEx tool. Here I connect. Then I select Tokenize, and I want to split. Yes, it's 4 columns. So in fact, my regular expression here will be with the TD tag. So it will be TD tag, so the first one. Then everything in between. So it will be the dot, so anything. Alteryx, Asterix. I will make this mistake the whole training, I think. So Asterix, so it means 0 or more. Then the question mark, and then the closing tag. Hop. TD, then I close it. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, yes, it works. So you see the tags here, TD, and then the closing one, TD. So we have the challenge, the number of the challenge, the URL here, and the level, and the method. All right. So I see that there is a question. Yes, in fact, the question mark, it means that it will be, so there is a difference. When you don't use it, it will be only the asterisk, it will be greedy. So they try to match, yes, as many reps as possible. And when you add the question mark, then it's non-greedy. In fact, it's like, yes, because how can I explain that? So the question mark is like a repetition quantifiers, so that change the behavior when you use the dot and the asterisk into non-greedy. So it's also called reluctant. Yes, and sometimes it's also called lazy. So in fact, it will first try to match as few reps as possible, and then yes, if it doesn't work, then it have to backtrack, and it will start matching one or more reps at time. So yes, it's a difference. So you will see it's really tricky at the beginning. I also yes, at the beginning I was also struggling with that. I think in the follow-up email I will send the documentation about that. You can also, if you want to practice, you have also a website called, I think it's RegEx regex101.com, and then you can practice here. It's like exercises. And then you see, if I look on the bottom of the page, I have explanation about the tokens. And where is the question mark? They say yes, 0 or 1. So it's a bit, yes. I will send the documentation about it because I'm not the best to explain, I think. Yes, it's like a non-greedy token for that. So let's continue. So we have separated the column, and now I would like to extract the URL of this column. So I want to take everything after the A space H ref, then equal, then the quote, then I have the URL until the quote. So I need, so in this case, I know exactly what to extract. So instead of a tokenize, I will use the parse. So let's drag another RegEx tool and use the parse, parse. And it was column, weekly challenge 2. Choose that one. And then in fact, I need to, to take everything after the A ref, then equal, and then the quote, everything after the quote. Then I want what is after the quote, so I need brackets like this. Then the quote, and between in the brackets, I will take any character. So I add the dot. No, I want to add it inside the brackets. Doesn't want to. Okay, strange. So bracket, any single character, 0 or more, and then the question mark. And then I close the parenthesis. And after, yes, it's until the bracket. Then it stop matching my my RegEx syntax until the bracket. Okay, like this. Let's see if it works. All right. No, it doesn't work. Why? So A ref. Yes, it's H before. Yes, and now it works. So I have a new column with the URL here. So it takes everything, only what it's in between the brackets. So I can rename this column URL. Right. I will put the regular expression into the chat. Okay. So in fact, now that I have my URL, I have my column. In fact, I still need to clean it because I still have the HTML tags. So it means the TD tags are still there. So I need to to remove it. So I will use again a RegEx tool, but this time I will use the replace to clean it. So I drag it here. And then I select, yes, it's by default, it's replace. I will select the first column, challenge 1, and then the expression will be, to replace when it matches the expression, so the tag, in fact, what's inside the tag, so with a dot, an asterisk, and a question mark. So I want to replace what's in between the tag with nothing. So I don't put anything in the replacement text. I run. Okay. And now we see that the weekly challenge one, so this column is clean. But if I want to do it, so I need to repeat this, this tool to clean the other columns. So in fact, what we can do to go faster, we can also work with regex function in a formula tool. So let's use a multi-field formula tool. Like this, I can apply this regex expression to multiple fields. So I'm yes, using the multi-file formula. Up. And here, I select my string, yes, string column. Okay, I don't need a new output field. And then you have in the function, you can find on the string, you have regex function here. And in fact, the regex replace, it's exactly the same as the one we use in the regex tool. So I select it. Then the string here, instead of choosing one column, I will select all of my current fields. Okay. And the pattern will be like I did before, the tag. Everything is between the tag. All right, so a dot, the asterisk, and the question mark. All right, and then yes, I need to put this into quotes, and then I want to replace it with a blank. So I just put the quotes here like this. I run up, and then you see everything is clean in once. Instead of having 5 regex tool for this, we can use the multi-field formula. So I will also copy paste this formula into the chat. Okay. So let's continue. Now, in fact, we need to yes, to rename the field. And we see that, in fact, the name of the columns are in the first row. So first, I will use a select to, yes, to remove the column that I don't need. And then I will use dynamic rename. And then I will choose the option to take the field name from the first row of data. Okay, run. All right, and now I have a clean data set with the challenge name, the level of difficulty, the main subject, and in fact the field 6. Yes, I still need to name that one. Because it was part of the parsing. All right, and in fact, when I look at the main subject, most of the time we have one subject, but for some we have different subjects in ones. So for example, this one, extending spatial lines. So the level of difficulty is intermediate, but we have 2 subjects. We have macros and spatial. And I would like to be able, like this one, also intermediate, we have apps, then a comma, then macro. I would like to be able to filter, yes, the challenge that are 2 subjects. So for this, I will need, yes, a regex with the match method. Like this, we will write a regex expression that match when it's only one subject. Like this, it will be true, and if it doesn't match, then it's false. And it will be when you have one word, then the comma, then the second word, the second subject. So I need to build an expression that match when it's at one word, then the space, then the second word. And so let's drag regex here. Here we need to use the match because we want a true or false as a result. The column to parse is the main subject. So first, we need to find the first row word. then the space, then the word of not. So because for every subject you have at least one word, then a space or not, then a word or not. So first one is to find alphanumeric, so word character here, one or more. Then it should be a space or not. So we have the white space character here, so the /s. But then instead of the, I will add I will add a question mark because it will be null or one in this case. And then, yes, a word or not. So again, word here, alphanumeric, and then instead of a plus, I will put an asterisk because for some subject there is only one word and no second word. So I will just I need to put a 0 or more here. So an asterisk. All right. For the space, if there is the question mark, it will be 0 or 1. So when you have two words, you have a space, so 1, and when you have one word, then you have no space and no word. And in fact, for when we have two words and a comma in between, then it won't work. It won't match because it's not a space. So let's run it to see if it works. And then you see it match. You have a lot of true. Let's find the false. Yes, it works because here you have one word, then not a space. Instead of the space, we have the comma and then another word. So that doesn't match with the expression we built here. Okay. And then, in fact, we can filter with true or false. So you can add a filter after. Select this new column, match, and then is true. And at the end, you have one data set with all of the simple, with all of the challenge with one subject. And if you go to the false anchor, then you have the challenge with two subjects or nothing. For example, the last one. All right. So that's it. I hope you could follow. I will copy paste the last one into the chat if you want to try by yourself. Yes, let me know if you want me to explain something. It's really tricky, RegEx. It takes a lot of time to get used to it. One advice is just to start building simple symbol statements. No need to start building very complex RegEx expression. Just start with simple expression. So let me know. I'm staying here to answer your question. Thank you for listening to me. I hope it wasn't too fast, and that you can try by yourself with your dataset now.